Hi, very warm welcome to a fresh week of beautiful well-being opportunities. Fantastic day, the sun is shining. It is -10, but spring is on the way despite the snow forecast for later this week. And I was just wondering, how well do you sleep? It's an interesting question, isn't it? Because most people tend to wake up feeling tired, exhausted, still fatigued. Good sleep is a surprisingly rare commodity in our lives. It's partly to do with the amount of stress that people are experiencing, and we get so locked and lost inside our mobile phones and computers that we spend every last moment of the day absorbed in the material online. But the fact is that there are more car accidents due to fatigue than are caused by drug and alcohol abuse. It's quite a surprise, isn't it? Now, you can get up in the morning feeling exhausted and jump in a car, and nobody would think twice. You're just one of those good workers who will get into work despite the fact that you are dangerously tired behind the wheel. I think part of the problem, and the reason I am motivated to talk about it, besides some of your very interesting comments, is that we get used to it. We grow accustomed to being tired or fatigued all the time, and we don't stop to think, why is this the case? And perhaps more importantly, is there anything that we can do to change the situation? And that's where taking a break is really important. I've got a couple of ideas I'd like to share with you. The first is from our dear friends at NASA, the space agency. They have some of the best test pilots in the world, and those guys are obliged to take a nap every afternoon. Did you know that? Yeah. Strip off, jump into a cot, and they normally sleep for a minimum of 28 minutes because it's a way for their minds to process an enormous amount of information. Being a test pilot for NASA is, as you can imagine, an extraordinarily stressful kind of a job to undertake. But that 28-minute little nap that they take can boost cognitive function by around 18%. So for them, it's not a luxury, it's an absolute necessity that boosts their performance. It makes them much more effective guys. In our case, if it's possible to find a quiet space to take a nap for about half an hour in the afternoon, it can work wonders for your health, for your well-being, and also for your efficiency at work. Might not always be practical. Oh, and by the way, if you are going to take a nap, try to get it out of the way before 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Otherwise, the research suggests if you nap later, it might interfere with the way you sleep at night. But the other thing which can help, if it isn't practical to find a quiet corner to take a nap every afternoon, is to practice mindfulness, to get into the daily habit of meditation, of learning to take better control over the way your body functions, over your thoughts and feelings, learning how to turn down the stress response, boost your sense of well-being, and develop a much more tolerant, creative attitude towards some of the challenges that you face every day. Mindfulness is just a way for you to stop and check the flow of consciousness, taking an objective look at the thoughts and feelings that populate your mind, and learning to create a little bit of space, some distance between you and what you're thinking and feeling, so that you can begin to exercise a little bit more control over the process. It's entirely natural. We've been doing it for thousands of years, so it's something that pretty much everybody can learn to do, and it has an extraordinary range of benefits for every aspect of your life. The great thing about practicing mindfulness is you can spot the worrying thoughts and the stress responses and say, you know what? I think I'm going to feel differently. I'm going to choose some more positive thoughts, a more uplifting attitude, a more empowering, capable approach. We're not going to get into something that's been labeled as toxic positivity, where you ignore the problems, but you become better equipped at evaluating what's going on so that you can be more creative in terms of addressing those things you can change and actually learning to be at peace with the things you can't. That can be very, very beneficial for your health, your well-being, and for your career. And as usual, I would love to know what you think. It's a real pleasure to be outside here today, even though, as I say, it is -10. And I'm going to wish you the most wonderful week and look forward to being back with you very soon. And in the meantime, I'd like to invite you to share your thoughts and feelings and comments, because it really is a treat to share your thoughts and feelings. I'll see you again soon.